Welcome back to the channel, The Haunted Playlist. Today we delve into a chilling tale that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about the world. This is the story of Ravenswood Academy, a school cloaked in secrets, where history whispers through its walls, and the shadows hold more than just darkness. If you love suspense, mystery, and a dash of the supernatural, you're in the right place. Stick around to the end because the truth behind this story is stranger than fiction. Let's dive in. Ravenswood Academy had always been shrouded in mystery. Nestled in the heart of a dense forest, the Gothic-style boarding school was as much a character as the students who roamed its ancient halls. The ivy-covered walls seemed to breathe history, and the stained glass windows depicted stories too old for anyone to remember. Among the students, whispers of eerie occurrences were as common as homework complaints. It all began with a strange disappearance. Chapter 1. The vanishing Laura Whitmore was a top student, the kind who rarely caused trouble and was always seen with a book in her hands. When she didn't show up for morning assembly one chilly November day, her absence was noticed immediately. By the time the headmistress, Mrs. Ellison, had summoned the staff to investigate, Laura's dorm room was found empty, her belongings untouched. "It's as if she just walked out," muttered Mr. Hargrove, the history teacher. But the door was locked from the inside. The only clue was a single cryptic note on her desk. "Seek the one who hides in shadows. The answer lies beneath." Chapter 2. The Unlikely Detectives. Among the students, a group of 4 friends took it upon themselves to uncover the truth. Claire, an aspiring journalist, was the leader. Jacob, her best friend, provided the tech know-how. Emily was the skeptic, always challenging their ideas, while Sam's knack for solving puzzles often outshone the teachers. "This isn't just a prank or a runaway case," Claire said, showing the group a photograph of the note she'd managed to snap before it was confiscated. "What does it mean by beneath?" Jacob wondered aloud. "Maybe the basement?" Emily suggested. The basement of Ravenswood was off limits, but rules had never stopped them before. That night, armed with flashlights and a crowbar, they ventured into the forbidden underbelly of the school. Chapter 3. The Discovery. The basement was a labyrinth of dusty corridors and locked doors. It smelled of mildew and old secrets. After hours of searching, they stumbled upon a door that was slightly ajar. Inside, they found a strange assortment of items: old books, a peculiar mirror with an ornate frame, and a journal with Laura's name on it. "This can't be hers," Emily said, flipping through the pages. "Look at the handwriting. It's different." The journal's entries spoke of someone or something called the Watcher. It mentioned a hidden room beneath the library and a key that sees all. "The library," Sam said, his voice barely a whisper. "We have to go there." Chapter 4. The Library's Secret. The library at Ravenswood was vast, with towering shelves that seemed to touch the sky. By daylight, it was a haven for knowledge. By night, it transformed into a shadowy maze. The friends waited until the school was asleep before making their way there. Using the clues from the journal, they found a hidden panel behind a row of ancient tomes. Behind it was a narrow staircase leading downward. The air grew colder as they descended, and a sense of foreboding enveloped them. At the bottom of the staircase, they discovered a hidden room. In the center was a pedestal holding a strange glowing artifact, a key unlike any they'd seen before. The walls were covered in strange symbols, and an eerie hum filled the air. "What is this place?" Claire asked, her voice trembling. Before anyone could answer, the room began to shake. The symbols on the walls lit up, and a figure emerged from the shadows. It was cloaked, its face obscured. "Leave," it commanded, its voice echoing unnaturally. Chapter 5. The Watcher. The figure's presence was overwhelming, but Claire managed to speak. "We're looking for Laura. What have you done with her?" The Watcher didn't answer directly. Instead, it gestured toward the glowing key. "The key reveals the truth," it said before vanishing into the darkness. Jacob reached for the key despite Emily's protests. As his fingers touched it, visions flooded their minds. Laura walking through the forest, a hidden door beneath an ancient oak, and a figure in a mask guiding her. "The forest," Jacob said, snapping back to reality. "That's where we'll find her." Chapter 6. The Forest Quest. The forest surrounding Ravenswood was dense and unwelcoming, but the group pressed on. Guided by the visions, they found the ancient oak and the hidden door beneath its roots. It led to a cavern illuminated by bioluminescent fungi. In the center of the cavern was Laura, unconscious but unharmed. Standing over her was the masked figure from the visions. It turned to face the group, revealing a face that none of them expected, Mrs. Ellison. "You shouldn't have come here," she said, her voice cold. "Some secrets are meant to stay buried." Chapter 7. The Truth Unveiled. Mrs. Ellison explained that the school was built over a nexus of supernatural energy. The Watcher was a guardian of this power, and Laura had unwittingly become a part of an ancient ritual to keep it contained. "If the ritual isn't completed, the energy will consume everything," she warned. Claire stepped forward. "Then let us help. There has to be another way." Reluctantly, Mrs. Ellison agreed. Together they performed the ritual, using the key to stabilize the energy. As the ritual concluded, Laura awoke, confused but safe. Chapter 8. The Aftermath. The group returned to the school, sworn to secrecy. Mrs. Ellison promised to ensure no student would ever be endangered again,